So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Yin Yoga class. As I said, please have some cushions and a blanket so you can be warm during the practice to hand. And just find a comfortable position, first of all, whatever that means to you. So you might have your legs out. You might want to lean against a wall if it's uncomfortable for you to sit for any length of time, cross-legged or unsupported. So we are going to start with a body scan. All right, so I'm going to keep it nice and simple. Find a comfortable place. Gently close your eyes. And just notice the breath in the body. So bring all of your attention to the breathing in this moment. Don't try to change anything. Just observe the breath as it is right now. And just notice all of the qualities of the breathing. So the length of the breath, the quality of the breath, is it rough or smooth? Where the breath is going into the body. Simply observing, stepping back as the observer. And with your exhales, start to just soften through the body into the earth as you breathe out. So we're breathing in and out through the nose, focusing all of our attention on the breath. And then we're going to take all of our attention now into the body. So we're going to move all of our focused attention into the body, down into the feet and the toes. Just move the toes a little bit, give the feet and the toes a squeeze, and then release. And relax all of the muscles in your feet and in your toes completely. Just notice how that feels. So we're going to scan through the body, releasing any holding that we might find to prepare for the class today. So feet and toes completely relaxed. Now take all of your attention into the legs, and with your eyes closed, just start to explore all of the sensations through the legs. Trying not to have an opinion about them, just stepping back, observing the sensations. Maybe both legs feel the same. Maybe one leg feels different to the other. It's absolutely fine. If you find any places where you might be holding or resisting letting go, use the breath. So take a nice breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out through the nose at the same time, relax all of the muscles in the legs. Let the legs go. Release them to gravity. You don't need to hold them up. It's all about letting go. Feet, legs completely relaxed. And now move all of your focused attention to the connection with the earth, your sitting bones, your bottom, the hips and the pelvis. As you explore this area, observing all and any sensations. Is there anywhere you might be holding? Take a nice breath in without force. And as you breathe out, relax your bottom fully into the earth. Release this whole area. Let go of any squeezing. Let go of any resistance. Just allow the physical body to relax. And then we're going to choose, because we can, to move all of our attention into the stomach area, the tummy, And as soon as you arrive, relax the tummy fully. Just notice if there was some holding. We're usually holding through the center of the body. Soften, relax your tummy fully. And you might notice as you soften this area, the breath naturally comes into the tummy. There's no resistance, no holding. Fill this area with softness. As soft as possible. And then use your powers of visualization to watch as you send this softness around the sides of the body and around into the lower back area. So you have this beautiful band of ease and softness right through the center of the body. Keep that softness as you move all of the attention now into the rib cage, all through the rib cage, the whole of the rib cage, front and the back ribs, inside the rib cage, into the lungs, the heart, all through the chest area, simply observing sensations, exploring. Notice how this area moves with the breath without you doing anything. And this time, as you take a breath in through the nose, expand through the lungs, through the chest, expand the ribs. And as you breathe out through the nose, let it all go. Let the ribs just kind of float inside the body. Moving up now into the shoulders, taking all of your attention into the shoulder area. Exploring sensations, trying not to judge. We hold a lot of tension here. That's okay. Your body is just speaking to you. It always is. We're finally taking some time to listen. So just explore all of the sensations. This time, as you breathe in through the nose, imagine sending the breath into the shoulder area, expanding the shoulders. As you breathe out, softening the shoulders back and down. Into the arms now, the hands, every single finger. Observing sensations. Noticing any holding, any resistance, taking a nice breath in through the nose. Breathing out, relaxing your arms, your hands, every single finger. So the whole of the body is free of any tension, any holding, just surrendered to the present moment. As you bring the attention to the throat now, relaxing the throat completely. Relaxing the jaw. The mouth is closed. The teeth are a little bit parted. Soften the tongue. Relax the cheeks. Move to the eyes. Let go of the eyes. Relax behind the eyes. Relax and soften the space between the eyes. The forehead. The whole of the scalp. The whole of the back body. The whole of the front body. The whole of the body together. Take a moment to notice how it feels to have a body that's not squeezing and holding. And now bring your attention back to the breath and start to take deeper breaths in, sending the breath into the tummy. Feel the tummy expand as you breathe in. Allow yourself to let go even more as you breathe out. Deep, smooth, even breaths. So we want to try to keep this breath going through the class today. The breath is your guide. You can come back to the breath at any second through the class, through your day, and check that you're breathing into the body in a way that serves you. You can come back to the physical body through the class today. This is what this class is about. Check where you're holding and simply release and soften. All right, let's take 3 nice breaths before we open this practice. If you want to, bring your hands together in front of the heart center, soften the shoulders, the whole body relaxed. Take a lovely deep breath in through the nose, fill the body with breath. And as you breathe out, exhale through the mouth, let yourself relax a little bit more. Inhaling, exhaling. Feel the release and the letting go. One more breath, inhale. Exhale and release. Good. And when you're ready, just gently open your eyes. So for those of you who haven't practiced Yin Yoga before, it's a practice of stillness. Okay, so we want to try to stay as still as possible. We do everything slowly. We come into the pose slowly. We come out of the pose slowly. We don't rush. We're not in a rush. And we explore the sensations in the body during the class so that we can understand when the body opens, we can maybe move in a little bit more without force, without aggression, just working with the body, okay, instead of forcing it and telling it what to do. So you might feel lots of things coming up physically, maybe even emotionally, as you open up deeply inside of the body. Just try to stay open to this experience. Try not to judge it. Try not to label it as anything. Just stay open for the next however many minutes we're together. Okay, so we're going to start off with a nice easy pose, which I'm just going to extend my legs out to the sides. So if it's difficult for you to sit like this, bring a cushion under the bottom. Okay, just to tilt the pelvis a little bit. I also like to get my hand on my bottom and pull that skin behind me. Okay, this helps a little tilt as well. So maybe you already feel something happening here on the inside of the legs. Soften through the tummy, soften through the legs. So we're going to scan and release. Bring the hands down and we're just going to walk it a little bit forwards, might be a centimeter, until you feel a stretch coming into the legs. And you know that if you want to go further, you're going to have to force. So we call this our first edge in Yin Yoga. Soften through the whole body. Don't squeeze the knees. Relax the legs completely. Relax the shoulders and face. And just notice where you feel this pose the most in the body right now. Again, stepping back as an observer, not judging, just noticing where you feel it the most so that you can understand if that sensation releases or becomes deeper. So we're observing all of the sensations. We're scanning around the body as we're in the pose. We're noticing any places we're holding, resisting, and we're just letting it go. Relax the whole body, soften, and then come back to the breath. Notice what the breath is doing and take control of the breathing. Okay, you have free will to breathe properly, so breathe properly. Take lovely, deep breaths into the tummy, activating your relaxation response. Using all of the breath without force, softening on your exhales, releasing tension on your exhales. And as you stay in the pose and you soften and you breathe, you might notice the sensations moving. Okay, the body intelligence is taking over. The stretch is going where it needs to go. So every single one of us is having a different experience. But try not to resist the experience. Soften into it. If you feel there's some space that's been created, you can gently move in a little bit further. Okay, so you want to bring in that same amount of intensity as when you first came into the pose. So you can move in a little bit further without force, and then soften again, scan and release. Deep, smooth, even breaths. Relax your feet and toes. Relax your legs, your knees. Soften through the bottom, the hips and the pelvis. Let go of the tummy, the stomach. Relax the rib cage and the shoulders. And then breathe into all of that space that's being created. A few more breaths here, inhaling into the tummy, exhaling, softening into the moment. So we're going to come out of the pose slowly, but we're going to stay with the sensations. A lot happens when you come out of the pose. So stay connected to the sensations in the body and very slowly start to walk the hands back up until you feel the shoulders stack over the hips. Take your hands behind you. You can just wiggle the legs or you can bring them in a bit. And notice all of the sensations when you release the pose. Maybe you can already feel the stillness coming into the body. All right, then we're going to take our legs into like a big diamond shape. So I'm going to draw my feet together, the soles of my feet together. All right. I want you to relax your legs completely. All right. If they can't, stick a cushion under them. So you kind of bring the floor to you so you can really let those legs go. Okay, we're all built differently around the hip area. Move that skin back behind you again. This time, I'm just going to let my chin come down towards my chest. I'm going to link my hands and place them at the base of the skull. And I'm going to let the chin come down. I'm going to let the elbows come down completely, pointing towards the floor. Okay, this is a deep stretch through the back of the neck, through the back body. So not flying our elbows out, soften your tummy completely, let that head go. Okay, you don't need to hold it up. The more you can let go, the deeper the stretch. Chin comes down towards the chest. Scan the body quickly. Notice any resistance, let it go. Okay, we don't do the yoga in Yin. We let the yoga do us by softening and allowing a really deep stretch to come into the body. Notice where you feel this pose the most. Just take a little marker. And in this pose, I like to stay with the sensations and watch them as they move through the back, maybe through the shoulders. All of the time checking, I'm not resisting, I'm not avoiding. We're here for the whole experience. And the more we label things as good or bad, the more we suffer. Everything is always changing. So check your levels of resistance to what is. and if that's helping you or harming you. Breathe deeply. Relax your face and eyes. Relax your throat, your shoulders and arms. Breathe into the tummy, deep, smooth, even breaths. See if you can just let go a little bit more on those exhales and notice the sensations when you do that. Really surrendering, allowing the pose into the body, getting out of the way. Couple more breaths here. Once again, we're going to come out very slowly. So don't move the head, just release the hands to start with. And then very slowly, because this is quite a deep stretch, start to raise the head until you feel the head stack over the shoulders. Soften through the shoulders. If you need to, give the shoulders a little roll. Good, so far so good. All right, let's move on. This is one of my personal favorites, not everybody's. So we're going to stretch the under our toes, all right? So there's a lot of connections through into the body that are under our toes. So again, this might feel quite intense. We'll take it slowly. So come onto your knees. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can roll your mat in or roll it up from the back and double up your mat. Knees are hip width apart. Hands come onto the floor, and I'm just going to curl the toes behind me, okay? And then I'm just going to press a little bit back. And as I press a little bit back, I feel the toes open, right? This might be quite enough for you, all right? So if this is enough, just stay here. We just want a nice stretch under the toes. Soften through the shoulders, relax the tummy. If this isn't much, press back even more. Maybe the bottom come towards the heels. So find the place where you really feel it. Okay, it can be a little bit uncomfortable. We grow from discomfort, but not pain. We don't want to cause ourselves pain. And then soften into that discomfort. Okay. Relax your feet completely. Relax your toes. Relax the legs, the bottom, the tummy. Breathe deeply into the tummy. Soften the shoulders. Explore sensations. You are not your body. So step back as the observer and observe sensations in the physical body. Notice where you're holding tension. The more we do this practice, the more you will understand your personal holding patterns. Okay? We all hold in different places in our bodies. And as you begin to fully understand where you hold and resist, you can just simply let it go and create new habits that serve you. Now, for those of you who aren't feeling much here in the toes, you can take it further if you wish. All right. So if you want to, you can come in further. We come to stack the head above the shoulders, moving the weight down through the bottom, down into the toes for the full extent of the pose. Notice what comes up. Might be thoughts, Might be physical, and soften. If it's too much, okay, if you've gone too far, listen to your body and just slowly come forwards, release the pressure a little bit. Otherwise, I won't keep us here too long. Relax your face and eyes, relax your jaw, soften the tummy and the shoulders, and breathe into all of those sensations. It's not a competition. It's an exploration. When the mind wanders off, bring it back to the breath and the body and the sensations, the present moment. It's the only moment. Right, the nicest part of this pose is when we come out. So nice and slowly, if you're here, lean forwards into the hands and just very slowly lift the hips up, release the toes very slowly and press gently the fronts of the toes into the mat. Wonderful. Doesn't that feel wonderful? All right, let's move on to our next pose. So we're going to come forwards onto our tummies. This is one of my favorite poses for the lower back. So coming onto your tummy, just check my microphone. And we're going to bring the forearms in front of us, shoulder width apart, and we're going to stack the shoulder over the elbow, or it can be a little bit forward. You're going to feel this straight away, probably in your lower back, and there's a big possibility that you're squeezing your bottom now to resist. Relax your bottom fully. Soften the shoulders down the back. So my heart is open, all right? I'm not collapsed down here like this. So there's a little bit of pressure through the forearms, opening up through the front of the body, softening the shoulders back and down. If there's a squeeze in the neck when you look forwards, just gently look down between your hands. Start to scan through the body. Notice if you're holding and squeezing, and let it go. Notice where you feel this pose the most. Make sure you're not blocking. And when the body is fully relaxed, come back to the breath and breathe into the body. Explore all of the sensations as the observer, not as the judgy person, not with opinions, just observing what is. And using all of the breath without force. Relax the bottom. Relax all of the muscles in the legs. Let the shoulder blades come down the back. Breathe. So the mind will wander. Different thoughts will come in. Yin Yoga gives us an opportunity to, with this stillness, to notice the thoughts. Okay, the mind has one job in this world, and it's to take you all over the place. But you have free will to choose. You don't have to follow all of these thoughts down this whirlpool. Okay, you can notice the mind has drifted, bring it back to the present moment, bring it back to the breath, bring it back to the body. For For those of you who are feeling everything here, stay here. If there's room and you think you can come in a little bit further, we're just going to pivot on the elbows and move the hands a little bit to the outside. Nice wide fingers. Okay, so open up the hands, engage the core, so protect the lower back as you lift the elbows a little bit and press in a little bit further. Okay, you don't need to lock the elbows out. You can have them bent, soften again. Immediately, you will squeeze your bottom. Come to the bottom, soften, let it go. Soften through the shoulders. Focus all of your attention on sensations or on the breath, switching between both. Understanding the difference between discomfort and pain. Okay? Pain, you will be removed automatically. Discomfort, as in life, is about you softening into it, understanding everything is always moving and changing. Nothing lasts forever. The more you resist, the more difficult it becomes. All right, a few more breaths here. Beautiful intensity. Inhaling, filling. Exhaling, softening any holding. And then on your last exhale, you're just gently going to release the upper body down to the earth. Turn your head to one side, let go. Stay with the sensations. Let all of the sensations flood into the body. Notice how the body feels right now. Every time you breathe out, release yourself even more into the earth. All right, it would be nice to stay here forever. But let's move into the next pose. So we're just going to bring our chin to the center. We're going to bring our hands under our shoulders, draw the elbows in towards the body, and just gently press yourself up. Actually, let's have a little child's pose here just to even out the back. Join the toes together, take the knees wide, press the bottom towards the heels, extend the arms. Maybe you'll feel the lower back release a little bit more, head comes down. Let go again. Relax your tummy fully. Feel the tummy expanding between the legs as you breathe in. Feel the letting go as you breathe out. All right, nice and slowly start to press yourself up, coming onto all fours. Okay, we're going to get into the hips now. So we're going to step the right foot forwards outside of the hands. If you can, try to line up the toes and the fingers, the tips of the fingers. Okay, so it looks like this to start with, my hips stacked over my knee. And then from here, I'm going to press this knee back a little bit. I'm going to open, let me come forwards a bit. I'm going to open the space under the hips. Once again, pay attention. All right, don't go too far. We're not trying to do the splits here. We're really just trying to open up this area. If that knee's uncomfortable, double up your yoga mat. Stick your knee on there or a cushion. When you come to your maximum, which is the place where you can get to without force and aggression, release the toes, release the hips down, soften the shoulders, relax the bottom. Okay, you're going to feel a nice stretch coming in immediately. Beautiful intensity. Let it in. Check around the body. Make sure you're not blocking. Here for the whole experience. Try not to label it. It is what it is each moment. Breathe. So Yin Yoga is the deepest stretch you will ever get. I promise, guaranteed. Okay, we're reaching far into the body, into the muscles, into the connective tissue, and even further into the energy body. So this is why sometimes emotions come up, stuff we've buried deep down that we don't really want to deal with. Breaking up that trapped, stuck energy. Soften into all of it. Observe the thoughts as they come up. You are not your thoughts. And choose wisely. As the intensity comes in, come to the breath. Breathe deeply. Relax your bottom. Relax your legs. Soften through the tummy, chest and shoulders. Relax the face and the eyes. Let that stretch in. Couple more breaths this side. All right, so slowly we're going to come out of the pose, all right? And we do this by curling the toes and drawing that knee in until the knee is under the hip. Then we're going to take the other leg back, and I'm just going to want you to come down again to the earth for this one. Relax down completely. Relax both legs. Feel the difference between one leg and the other leg, one hip, the other hip. Let it all go into the earth. A difference maybe in the bottom, one bottom cheek, the other bottom cheek. Exploring the sensations. And let's do it all on the other side. So drawing the chin to the center, hands under the shoulders, gently drawing the elbows in towards the body, pressing yourself up onto your hands and knees, and now stepping the opposite leg forwards. Knees over the ankle, hip is over the knee at the back, hands on the inside, and then start to press that knee back, okay, to your maximum without force and aggression. And then release the toes, release the hips down, soften through the tummy and the shoulders. Might feel completely different one side to the other, probably does, completely natural. We're all a little bit wonky, right? Notice the place where you feel this pose the most. Notice any resistance to allowing the stretch in, and just soften. Be the observer. The more you can step back as the observer in life, the more you connect to this invisible flow that's going on. Check the breathing. Use all of the breath without force into the tummy. Really soften on your exhales. Relaxing your face and your jaw, softening the shoulders, breathing into intensity. Relax that bottom, all of the muscles in the legs. Beautiful intensity. A few more breaths here. Make them count. All right, nice and slowly, we're going to curl the toes. Start to press the back knee in, staying with the sensations, taking the other knee back, allowing yourself to come down to the earth and let go of everything. Let all of these sensations flood into the body as you just observe and enjoy the beautiful release, knowing that really good work and stuff is happening. Scan through the body. Is there anywhere that you can let go a little bit more? All right, time to move on into the next pose. Hands under the shoulders, chin to the center. Just lightly press yourself up, and then we're going to come onto our backs. And I want you to take your whole body over to the left side of your mat. So my left side of my body is over to the left side of the mat. And we're going to lie down here. Okay, this is called banana asana because we're going to make a shape like a banana. So I want you to place your hands on your hip points. All right. And so I'm keeping my bottom exactly where it is. That's why I've got my hands here. And I'm going to walk my heels over to the right side of the mat, okay? As far as it takes before I start to push and force, all right? And then I'm just going to relax my feet completely. So there's the bottom part of our banana, okay? From there, then, I'm going to shuffle my shoulders over to the right side. So start to make this banana shape. Okay, you'll feel it come in already. Don't resist it, soften so that you know when you've gone far enough. So feet, legs completely relaxed. You can turn your face to the side or you can look straight up to the ceiling with your eyes closed, whatever you like. And now just release your hands down, palms face up. Scan the body. Let go of any holding, all right? You're not going to fall. You're on the floor. There's nowhere to go. So there's nothing that you need to hold on to. Let that stretch in. Soften through the tummy. So mainly, but there might be other places, we're coming into the left hip and the side body here. Soften the tummy. Do that body scan. Scan and release. Relax your bottom. Notice where you feel this pose the most, so you can understand when your body is inviting you to go in further. Going to stay here, first of all. Now, if you feel that the intensity or there's some space or opening, we're going to move in a little bit further, bit by bit, but only if this is enough, just stay here. Okay, listen to your body. So if you feel there's a bit more space, there's a couple of options. First with the legs, you can either walk them a little bit more to the right, or you can cross the left ankle over the right ankle and see what happens when you do that. If it's too much, it's too much for me. Always is. Let it go. Don't go there. Settle into the new pose in the lower body if you've moved in. Soft tummy. And now the upper body, if you wish, bring a deeper stretch into the side body. Just raise the arms like up above the head and hold the left wrist with the right hand and then let go, relax the arms completely. You'll bring a deep stretch into the hip point, into the side body, under the arm, but let go again, scan, release. Notice when the mind drifts away and bring it back to the present moment, the only existing moment. There's no need to be anywhere else. All of the breath without force. Relax the whole body into the earth. One last body scan. Let go of any holding. And then we're going to release this pose bit by bit, staying with all of the sensations and breath by breath. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose into the tummy. And as you breathe out, just gently release the arms back and down. Now we're going to move the upper body. Take a nice breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out, shuffle the shoulders back so the left side of the body, upper body, is in line with the mat. Let go. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, uncross the ankles if they're crossed and slowly walk the heels back so we come back to the first position. And then relax everything. Explore all of the sensations left side of the body. Notice how the body feels right now. And then nice and slowly, we're going to just move ourselves over to the right side of the mat. Line up the right side of the body with the right side of the mat. Bring the hands onto the hip points. And then we're just going to walk the heels over to the left side of the mat. Start the bottom of our banana. Maybe it goes further, maybe it doesn't. Let the feet go, let the legs relax. And then shuffle the shoulders over towards the left side to your maximum. Don't force it. Soften, release. And again, you can just do whatever feels right with your head. Might be turning to one side or the other. Might be facing nose directly up towards the ceiling. Release the hands from the hip points, palms face up. Let go. Let go or be dragged through life, kicking and screaming. Soften through the tummy. Allow the stretch into the lower back area. Relax the legs fully. Notice where you feel this pose the most. Make sure you're not blocking the stretch somewhere else. This is what this squeezing we do in our body. It's about avoiding, all right? Resisting and avoiding is when we start to squeeze and create tension. And long-held tension will manifest eventually into something unwelcome because you're not paying attention. Scan, release into the ground. Let the eyes fall back, soften the face. Breathe. Hopefully, the breath is now going naturally into the tummy. Breathing into the upper chest is a stress response that is learned. You will never see a baby breathing into the upper part of the chest. Notice the sensations. Notice if anything's opened up, inviting you to move in further. If not, it's perfectly fine. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. If you wish, you can walk the legs a little bit more to the left if there's space, or cross right ankle over left. Whichever you do, as soon as you go in, let go. Let the body accept the new pose. Upper body, if you want to open up the right side a little bit more, you can gently raise the arms above the head with bent elbows. Hold the right wrist with the left hand and let the arms go completely. Explore all of the new sensations. Your face, relax your eyes, relax your tummy and lower back. Relax your bottom, legs, feet. Come to the breath and breathe in a way that serves you. Few more breaths here. As you exhale, really release into the earth. Take a nice breath in through the nose. As you breathe out, gently release the arms back and down. Notice how that feels. Take a breath in through the nose. As you breathe out, shuffle the shoulders back over to the right side of the mat. Another deep breath in through the nose into the tummy. As you breathe out, uncross the ankles, walk the heels slowly back. Let the feet flop out, let go, explore all of the magic as it happens in the release of this pose. And then nice and slowly, we're just going to bend the knees and draw the knees in towards the body. So the lower back flattens into the earth. Hands onto the knees and just draw the knees out to the sides of the body. Soften the shoulders, let go. A nice deep breath in through the nose, into the tummy. As you exhale, let your knees go over to the right side. Extend your arms into a T, palms facing up, and just look over to the left. Let go here for a moment. On your next inhale, draw your knees to the middle and your face. And as you exhale, let both knees go over to the opposite side. As you turn your face the opposite direction, let go again. So as you inhale, knees to the middle, and exhale them over to the right side. And just rest there a moment on your right side. I just want you to notice how your body feels right now. If that feels any different to when you started the practice today, if it feels nice, if you start to understand the power of Yin Yoga, take a moment to notice how you feel on an emotional level right now, reminding yourself that you are not your emotions, you're the observer of all of this. If you're your emotions, who's the one that's looking at them? You don't have to follow every thought. Try to stay centered, present, breathe through all experience. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let go. 2 more of these. Inhaling, filling the body with breath. Exhaling, releasing what doesn't serve you anymore. Let it go, move on. You've got the power. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. And then when you're ready, gently open your eyes and press yourself back up to where we started our practice earlier today. I want to thank everybody for joining me for Yin Yoga this morning. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I always do. Namaste.